We're gonna do a song that you never heard before.
The volume.
Here they come and get wicked. Here we go again.
All right, let's run it back. Ace Kennedy, my brother from another mother.
What's good, man?
I am chilling. I'm cooling, man. I'm glad this week is over with, though, man. What's good with you, man?
Man, who you telling? Same here, brother. I cannot wait to not wake up early tomorrow.
You get a sleep in day?
Man, dog, you don't even understand. It seems like ever since when the boys was in school or whatever like that, we had a basketball tournament, we had a basketball practice, something. I have never had a day to sleep in because Sunday I'm shooting out to Shawnee. So to be able to sleep in tomorrow, yeah, I can't wait, bro.
Man, I think that for me was that reminds me of when Landon has when they're playing basketball and I'm coaching, right? It's like it's like, all right, well, you know what? I got to plan it. I got to, when he get home, right? I got to help him study. Then it's not just like some parents could just drop him off at practice and roll out. I'm there to coach them and everything like that for the practice. So I'm there the whole entire day, get home, trying to eat dinner, whatever. And it's that cycle all over again. And so that basketball parenting is something else though, bro.
Absolutely. So yeah, but man, we got a lot to get into, so I guess we better get to it.
Let's do it, man.
Let me check something before we do that. You know how this thing be acting up. Okay, we straight. All right, here we go.
Let's do it.
The greatest podcast of all time. The Slash Brothers Podcast. The greatest podcast.
Can you dig it, nigga, sucker?
The Slash Brothers Podcast. The greatest podcast of all time.
Try Jesus, not me. Cause I throw hands.
It's Friday.
Try Jesus, please don't try me. Because I'm fine.
Hey, Kennedy, give it to me, man. Best thing you've seen all week.
Hold on, before I get into that, bro. It's funny. I was on the podcast with the Marauders yesterday, and Jared didn't have his stuff lined up to do the music, so he was like, "Yo, you got something?" So I was like, "Yeah." So I pulled out the little remix joint for the Star Wars, and so it's only a clip. So I just kept it going as in a loop, and then so when we came back on the screen, he was like, "Man, I wouldn't be." He said, "Man, I would be even more impressed if you was over there hitting the pads." I said, "Well, that's what I was doing." He was like, "What?
What is that?
So,
what is the sound? What is the?
So this is what we used for our intro yesterday. Yeah, but it's a short loop, so I was keeping it looped through the whole time of our intro. And so they was like, because when I'm over here doing for our stuff, what I'm saying, it's just if you listen to just the sample of what we use for the intro for the Slash Brothers, all the extra stuff with the I'm keying those in.
Yeah.
They was just like, I didn't know you was over there doing that. I was like, yeah, that's what I do.
That's dope. That beat sound pretty dope though, man.
Yeah, it was dope. Nice little fill in for what we typically use. Because we typically grab, whatever. If we're talking about something, we kind of like play some theme music. As long as we talking over, they won't hit us. So hit us for the ding or whatever the case may be. But yeah. So no, best thing that I've seen this week easily goes to my Ice Princess Layla, bruh. Looking at her from last year to this year. Last year, she endeavored to play volleyball and she was super nervous. You could tell she was athletic, but didn't quite get certain things. But to see her now as an 8th grader playing, she's captain of the team. The videos, the proof in the pudding, as far as like her getting busy, like she gets busy, and it's amazing to me because it just lets me know that maybe I need to invest in selling my sperm, bro, because my kids is athletes. Bro. My kids is athletes.
You sitting on something over there, huh?
Hey, bro. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but toot, because I'm just saying, bro, the kids is dope, man. She cold, Carly's cold. We got a little issue with the volleyball coach with that, but I ain't gonna get into it.
So far, what you 3 for 3 now, huh?
That's right. And I mean, looking at Charlie, I'm winning over here, bro. All my kids is dope, bro. So yeah, I might need.
So far, it looks like I'm 1 for 1.
What's the best thing you've seen though?
Now this is gonna sound crazy. This is gonna sound crazy because I'm always one to where sometimes I feel like sometimes I am bashing the new rappers, right? All the Lils, bro. But I saw something that if for some reason it's set real good in my spirit, bro. I saw Lil Uzi Vert pull up to a Palestinian wedding, fool. And he was out there gigging he looked like he was the only black person there. And I laughed because he looked like he was having such a good time that either he was unaware that he was the only black person there, or it didn't matter that he was the only black person there. He pulled up and was having a grand old time, though, bro. Probably the best thing that I've seen all week long, though, man. That's considering that, like I said, I'll be on the Lils, though, man. But I got to give him props for that. That was pretty cool, though. See.
Yeah, bro. We talk about him all the time. It seems in the last couple of podcasts because he's just been in the news cycle. My boy Lil Nas X is back in the news again.
What are you in there for this time, bro? He comes up like every other week.
He does. And I mean, shout out to him because think about it, bro. We hadn't heard from him since Old Town Road. He drops Montero and been in the news spin ever since, right?
Right.
And so at the same time, it's one of those things for him that all news is good news because
he is the best troll in hip hop and R&B
since Snitch 9.
Right.
But this time it's not really trolling. Like people are keep his name in the news, right? Because obviously last week it was Bootsy with all the stuff on the Breakfast Club and his comments, whatever. This
is Bootsy, not Bootsy.
He gonna be whatever I call him.
Bootsy.
No,
Bootsy, no T.
No, it's got a T in it for me.
No, it's Bootsy.
If you gonna call him Lou Dorn, I'm calling Bootsy. So I ain't trying to
continue.
So this week, if you guys remember back when he had the Montero song, he also had the shoes, right? The
blood shoes.
Yeah.
97.
Tony Hawk came out with the blood skateboard. And ain't nobody saying nothing about it.
Tony Hawk drew his own blood and they used it to paint some skateboards. His real drawn blood.
I get it, but that's what he's in the news for us because it's like he's saying that they didn't have any controversy behind Tony Hawk doing it, but with him doing it, it's an issue.
Is he speaking facts? Like, does he got a point?
He has a point. Because the thing is that it'd be different, right? If they did it at the same time. Let's say Tony Hawk has the skateboard, he has the shoes at the exact same time. Tony Hawk stuff happened after his. So you mean to tell me that after he did it, and then now Tony Hawk does it, and ain't no issue.
See,
So is
okay.
the issue was the issue with the shoes the blood, or the issue with the shoes with that they patent the Air Force Ones? I mean, the Air Max 97s. Which one was it? Because a lot of people had issue with the blood.
Okay. It's the issue is that it was Lil Nas X, bro. I think if it was any, listen, here's the reason why I say that it's Lil Nas X. I don't think that it was. I don't think that the issue was as homophobic, right? But he had just also, in the midst of him putting out these shoes with blood in it, he had in his video was giving the devil a lap dance, right? So that to me was the part that brought in the homophobic aspect of that whole thing. But you just said, you led off with saying that Lil Nas X is the biggest troll, right? So I think that what makes Tony
you said
Hawk,
that.
we led with it, and I say that I will say that Lil Nas X is a professional troll, professional level troll, right? And so I think that the part that got me is the fact that, you know what I'm saying, like, all right, you know, you're trolling, right? And you just put out this shoe as a continuation of your video troll. So now it to me looks like, all right, you are making it's almost like you're doing a bigger troll, right? And so I think the reason why people may not be attacking Tony Hawk is because I think that people look at Tony Hawk putting his blood into the paint. It's, to me, now I might be reaching when I say this, it's literally him giving his blood, sweat, and tears to skateboarding, right? So for me, I think that some people can see a coolness factor into it. Whereas to Lil Nas X's shoes were satanic themed, right? It was part of the troll. I don't think that Tony Hawk was trolling us. I think that he thought that it was actually a cool thing that, hey, I failed so many times on skateboard. I've scraped it. I've given my all to skateboarding that I think that people won't look at that as it's an equal thing. Yeah, both involve blood, but I think that people responded to Lil Nas X's thing that way because he was trolling with his though, bro. So I don't know, man. And I think that it was a continuation of his video that was very satanic in nature, which him giving the lap dance that was home. So you were tying in, he was hitting all of the trolls, Satan. He was going off the, listen, you think about that though, bro. The only thing he did he get political in there because he was talking about almost all of the points, right? He was hitting everything. So I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know, bro.
So you good with the Tony Hawk skateboard?
I for some reason, yes. I think that both things can be true, right? I think that whatever Tony Hawk, I'm okay with Tony Hawk's thing. I guess I was okay with the Lil Nas X thing, but I can see also why some people would, speak out against Lil Nas X thing and not Tony Hawk's, because I think that Lil Nas X did it for the reaction, and I don't think that Tony Hawk necessarily did. But I do think that it was interesting that if you were on Instagram a couple of days ago, right, immediately after that, right, everything. So Lil Nas X, they referred back to, this is what I say, he's the biggest troll, because Lil Nas X had a response where he says something like, nah, he tweaking. And everywhere you would look on Instagram 2 days ago, you would see all comments, nah, he tweaking, nah, he tweaking. Under every single, you would almost say, if you had a page that had over 100,000 people on your page, especially 500,000 people on your page, every single comment read, nah, he tweaking, nah, he tweaking, nah, he tweaking. And I didn't even understand why, right? I had to go, I'm looking at a video on, I'm looking at a video of a crate challenge. I see a young boy run, comes off, goes up the crate challenge, boom, 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 does a crate challenge, probably does it in 5 seconds. And I'm just sitting here thinking like, wow, that was impressive. So I'm sitting here saying, I'm trying to look at my comment. I look at my comment and I say, whoa, he the real MVP. But amongst my comment, I see, nah, he tweaking. So I was like, either is this something going on with just this page right on World Star? So then I go to Shade Room. I go to Baller Alert. I go to ESPN. I go to every single celebrity page, anybody who I follow, and they got nah, he tweaking under there though, bro. So I don't. It was incredible that this traces back to Lil Nas X, bro. So somehow, like I said, he is a professional level troll, bro.
But
like he knows how to
difference-
get the reaction.
But here's the thing, though, it's also translating into people listening to his music, bro. Like that's the difference, right? Like some of these people troll and they have nothing to prove for it, right? It's just them trolling. You get your laugh off, whoopty whoopty whoop. His stuff is translating into streams, and so
he is and he is performing at the VMAs.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, whatever he's doing, again, 2 years ago, after Old Town Road, we wasn't talking about him. Since Montero, he got an album called Montero coming up. He's, like anything.
Is his album called Montero?
Yeah, he's got an album. The album's coming. It's called Montero. And so the thing is that I think that's his real name or something like that. Something they were saying. I don't remember. But all I'm saying is the stuff that he's doing. We have to understand. This is his job. This is the music business. His job is to encourage people to keep his name floating around. He is being successful, and it's translating into streams. He's being successful. That's the only reason I brought that up.
Hey, okay, let me ask you this though. I got two things to say about the. Yes, his name is his real name is Montero Lamar Hill. I didn't know that until you just said that, bro. I thought maybe his real name was like Nasir or something like that. I never knew his real name wasn't Nas though, bro. But listen, okay, so two things. So I got three things about Lil Nas X that you just made me think about, right? Okay, three things. How gay do you think his performance is about to be for the VMAs?
I don't. I just think he's gonna push the envelope. I think that there will be a kiss or two. I think it might be a side by side. Like somebody on the left, he'll kiss. Turn around on the right, he'll kiss. I think that I definitely think it's gonna be very skimpish clothes. I think only thing they covering is private. So that's it, bro.
Listen, this is what I think. Ace Kennedy. Okay. So you remember last year when Lil Nas X was off the scene, and then out of nowhere he shows up with these double D's, right? Big old boobies. Why do I have a feeling that Lil Nas X is gonna perform with some D cups, bro? And I'm gonna take it a step further, bro. I think that Lil Nas X might perform at the MTV Awards, right? Mm-hmm. With a whole nude bodysuit on, with the double D's out, bro. I think he is gonna go. He is gonna do his lap dance with the devil, right? I think Lil Nas X is gonna do he's gonna wear a whole nude suit with boobs. And I think that by the end of the episode, at the end of the performance, he's gonna have somebody's baby, bro. His nude suit is gonna produce a baby that he's gonna have on stage. Just like Grace Jones and Boomerang when she had the baby and she gave the baby to the jewelry, to the perfume bottle. Lil Nas X is going to be in a nude suit with boobs and he's gonna have a baby on stage. That's the first thing I want to know. But then here's the other thing. Two other questions I got for you. Is it something that Lil Nas X is? Why isn't he performing at the BET Awards, at the Hip Hop Awards?
I don't know. Maybe he didn't get the invitation, but at the same time, I think that, he's still performing at some highly touted venues, bro.
And Melvin, Melvin, he is gonna go up there nude, bro. I'm saying he's gonna come up there in a nude bodysuit with boobs, D cups, and he's gonna have a baby on stage, bro. That's my prediction. And listen, here's the thing. Here's the other thing. Okay, so then this is the other part. now that he is, since he's done Old Town Road and he's formally came out, and then he puts out Montero, and Montero's already edgy, pushing the edge from a creative perspective, right? How gay do you think this album is gonna be? Right, like how what I'm wondering.
I don't think it's
what kind of content is he gonna? Is he really going to have now? Like, how much further can you go?
I think he's gonna be just like Adam Lambert, bro. Like, here's the thing: I don't listen to Lil Nas X to begin with, and it has nothing to do with his sexuality or anything. I just don't particularly listen to his music. But at the same time, it doesn't bother me with whatever he does. I mean, to be honest, I'm so focused on my own music. I just don't care about what anybody's doing musically, bro.
Yeah, I'm just blown away that here's
the thing, bro. In 2021, nobody's gonna care.
But that's what I'm wondering, right? What I am wondering, right? Okay, so here's what I'm saying. So I do think that. So here's a difference, though, right? So I see, Brittany Roy, you got a point that Sam Smith does sing about men, and no one cares. But I think that it sounds to me when I hear Sam Smith singing that he is singing universally, right? Like you wouldn't necessarily know that he's talking. You can assume that he's talking about a man, but you could also be a man singing those particular songs and assume that it's talking about a woman. So I don't think that's the case. But what I am curious though, right, is that like I'm just wondering, right, if Lil Nas X is so bold to just go ahead and just go all the way out. And when I say go all the way out, I'm saying like I would really be. Now, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I think that it would be completely groundbreaking, right? If Lil Nas X did do songs where it wasn't implied, right? That he was just straightforward talking about some of the gayest stuff you would ever see, though, bro. Like that would be something like if he made a song and it wasn't implied, like it wasn't something that is like, is that what you took? If it was just straightforward, you know what I'm saying? I got to be honest, if you're going to go all the way out, like I'm wondering how far out would he be willing to go content-wise?
You think about like Frank Ocean, right? People knew his sexuality and people love Frank Ocean. I just think it's not so much what he's singing about that's bothering people. It's the visuals.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think it's the content of what he's saying, because again, we have had people that have talked about kissing girls and like all of this stuff, like just homosexual stuff. That's not even
Katy Perry. I know Katy Perry because of Kiss the Girl, right?
Right. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's not the content, bro. It's the visuals, man. People, when they have to visually see something that's not what they expect to see, that's where the controversy is. So the album's not going to do nothing, but like I think I said, the actual trolling aspect of it is translating into streams. So I think that's going to continue with the album. Now people are going to listen to the album just to see what he's going to say. I mean, think about it, right? Tory Lanez has been in the news frequently, right? And people just want to, excuse me, to hear his album just to hear what he was going to say. So that's just the nature of the beast when it comes to it. What if this whole Bootsy, I said it. What if the whole Bootsy Lil Nas X thing was a WWE script where these boys is gonna come together at the end and do a song?
That would be the ultimate troll. Like everybody fell for the okie doke. It would be, you know what it would be like? It would be like if two people were wrestling, the lights go out, right? And then Kane and the Undertaker popped up in the thing. The canes, flames come out of the ropes and
Yeah.
everything, the turnbuckles, and both of them are standing there, and the crowd go bananas. Listen, bro, Boosie and if Boosie and Lil Nas X did a song together, Ace Kennedy, that would change the game.
Hey,
Here's
this is
what's
why I
funny.
say that. Before you say that, this is why I say that, right? So Flame Monroe was up at the Breakfast Club.
I saw
Boosie
that.
also had an interview the same day, and Flame was like, "No, Boosie was cool. We hugged, we took pictures, all this, that, and the other." And of course, you know, there it goes. So I'm just saying it could be interesting.
Yeah, I think that what is interesting. So I think that the part so this is a topic for a whole nother day.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think the part that got me the most about when because I understand, and I'm okay with everybody feeling entitled to their opinion and their perspective on it, right? And I don't try to sway anybody's perspective these days of anything, right? But I think that the thing that's interesting about Boosie that I disagree with them on is almost feeling like when you raise your kids, by you influencing them, that you're also helping them choose their sexuality, right? And I think that's the lone part that I think I primarily disagree with, was the fact that it's not necessarily a choice for everybody who says I'm gay. That's the part that got me. But listen, if Boosie and Lil Nas X come out with a song together, bro, next level. It is going out of here though, man.
Yeah. It would be crazy.
Yeah, next level.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. Let me ask you this, because this is something that was kind of surprising, and I don't know how I feel about this, bro. Did you see that Max Kellerman is no longer on First Take?
I didn't see it. I heard about it, but that's because I stopped watching First Take a long time ago, bro. Like my thing is Stephen A. His credibility out of here. Listen, they would literally have to. I don't even know who. I don't even know if there's anybody that would cause interest. Hold on a second, bro.
Yeah, I think that here's what's crazy. what I've heard. Okay, they said there's been speculation of them trying to bring Magic Johnson on, which I'm thinking like, bro, stop it with the nostalgia for one. And then they've also talked about having Michael Irvin on as well. And I was just like, listen, bro, stop it. Stop. Because for one, if you bring Michael Irvin on, all they're going to want to talk about is the Dallas Cowboys. And to be honest with you, though, man, I think it's cute and everything that Stephen A. Smith has his back and forth with the Cowboy fans. But I watched Skip and Shannon, and that's their little snick, right? That's what they do. They talk about the Cowboys over there real heavy. And I think that the part that's interesting is that you also have Magic. He's a Laker, and I understand that Magic is trying to be an ambassador of the game, but he's Laker heavy. Well, you know, Skip and Shannon talks about the Lakers real heavy because of LeBron. And so I'm just like, I don't know if those are two people that I want to see. And then on top of that, I think that, you know, you're talking about reaching for an I know that Stephen A is old, and I'm not saying you should be catering for a younger audience though, bro, but I'm just sitting here thinking like, I don't look at Magic Johnson and think, okay, he's a great debater. And Michael Irvin has strong personality, strong takes on certain things, so I can kind of see that. And when they go back and forth, I think it could be a complete clown show, positive and good. I mean, and bad, but I think that I don't know, man. Like,
bro, what nobody is saying is this. Maybe it's Stephen A.
Maybe.
Skip left.
Skip left.
And I get that Max might not have left on his terms, but what I'm saying is they were just like the thing is it's almost like WWE versus AEW, right? Whereas you got these two morning shows of these personalities talking about the same thing, but people are choosing to watch Skip and Shannon over Max and Stephen A. And they're not going to get rid of Stephen A. So they're going to put it on Max. But the thing is, it's just not working for me. Like I said, when it comes to Stephen A, the fact that he's personally said that he's doing extra stuff to basically get ratings, that's where you lose me, because when I watch Skip and Steve and Shannon, it seems like they just two homeboys talking like us. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So for me, that's why I stopped watching. It has nothing to do with Max, because I actually like Max. I think Max is cool, but I don't think, like I said, whatever they're gonna do to the show, Magic Johnson's not gonna bring me back. Uh, Michael Irvin definitely ain't bringing me back. Like, I don't know anybody that I would be like, yo, I gotta watch it now. It's not gonna bring me back because Stephen A is still there.
So Stephen A is the problem for you. He is like the person that you just don't care to watch.
Well, it's when I lost the credibility for him. That's when it's like there's no point of me watching, because I know what you're doing. You said it. Like, once you come out and say I'm doing stuff for ratings, then I'm not watching it for that, because that's not what I'm there for. I was there to get your expert analysis because of the fact you've been in the industry for so long. You've worked in these circles. You get messages like Wachowski. So the thing is that you are one of those people who people respect in the industry, but now you're doing stuff for ratings. Like, nah, that's not what I'm like. Shannon Sharp strikes me as that if I talked to him off camera, he would have the exact same opinions. I don't think that's that way, because when I watch Stephen A on The Breakfast Club, he's not talking like that. He's not doing all of that. But when he's on camera, like, nah, bro, that's not for me. It ain't for me.
I think so. So this is what I think. I think that what I can appreciate about Stephen A when he does do that, the differences is I can appreciate that he is just like, all right, you know what? I do this when I'm here. You know what I'm saying? But I can adapt, basically. I'll give him that part. What I am surprised with, and I guess not to some degree, but he got the big bread out there now, right? And so I think that he is an executive producer of the show. And so I think that it is interesting, though, that there's been the reports that he is the one that's been trying to get Max out of there, though, right? And they kind of felt like it was almost like Stephen A kind of felt like Max was, because Stephen A is the one who got Max there, right? And I guess he was enough to realize that it didn't work out or wasn't working out. But I saw something that was kind of shocking, that he was just like, it kind of comes across like Max think he's like the smartest guy in the room, basically, though, right? And I was just like, some of the comments that Max have said over the years have been kind of ridiculous. But I think that the thing that's interesting, though, right? Here's one thing that I don't particularly care about. Not about Stephen A. Smith's analysis, right? It's the fact that I think that he has some personal relationships with players that prevent him from saying and really being unobjective, right, about that particular person. Like, I think that, like, his Mello, for example, AI, he has personal relationships where he could only go but say something. But I think the one thing that is cool is that I don't think that Skip has these personal relationships with anybody. It's like, these are people who I like, and that's it. But I don't know them personally, so I'm not afraid to go in on them either, though. I think the same with Shannon. I think that Shannon, now that he has his podcast, he's starting to interview more and more people. He's starting to move, but I don't think that he is like, my personal relationships with these people prevent me from going in on them when I think that they're wrong, though. So that's one thing. But but it's been 5 years, though, on First Take. And I mean, I got to be completely honest. I do like Max Kellerman on TV. I just don't think that it was First Take was it, because I think that once Max Kellerman showed up, I got to be honest, it's when I stopped watching. But then it also, I mean, it's when Skip had Shannon. So it's like, I don't know. Did I stop watching because of Max, or did I stop watching because Skip left?
Well, to me, it's turning into an ESPN thing, right? They always breaking up good shows. What was it called? The Six or something like that with Michael and
Michael and Jamel at 6. They had His and Hers, and if Numbers Don't Lie. That was my favorite show on there.
Right. And then it's just like, I mean, I don't know, bro. It's just not for me, man. Like, I think that with the ever evolving of the internet, and you're able to just get clips of stuff, it's not even worth watching the shows anymore. But I don't know. Like I said, that Stephen A thing just really got to me, bro, because it was just like, I don't feel it's authentic anymore. That's my piece.
Well, speaking of ESPN, did you notice as well that Rachel Nichols is no longer on TV with them, though, bro? I thought that was kind of jacked up, though, bro. And
I hope they let her go and she go to another channel, bro.
You think so? You mean that for her own good?
Right.
Okay. I can see her going to Fox.
Because my thing is that, for one, this is what I'm gonna say, right? This is what I'm gonna say. Every person has had a personal conversation that they didn't want publicly, because if it was supposed to be for the public, it would have been a public comment. She had a homeboy talk with her agent that leaked. That's not fair. Like, in my opinion, what she was saying wasn't for the public knowledge. She was having a conversation with her business team about what she was feeling. And I don't think anything was wrong with that. So the fact that they're using that private conversation and flogging her publicly is wrong. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I agree, man. Listen, I like Rachel Nichols I like her for basketball coverage, though, man. I think but listen, here's what I think. Here's what I think is crazy that ESPN did. That maybe am I the only one that caught this, right? So I thought that it was crazy that they removed her from her own show because The Jump was a show that she came up with. It was a show that she produced, right? So they removed her from her own show and then put Malika Andrews, who by the way, I absolutely love, right? I love me some Malika Andrews as much as I love me some Carrie Champion, right? Love her. And she was the darling. Everybody talked about how well she covered the NBA finals and everything like that. So I think that it was interesting, though, right? That Rachel Nichols said, y'all gonna give Maria Taylor my work because of your crappy space on diversity. So then they replace her on her own show with the black girl, bro. And I thought ESPN was like, oh, you want to see how well we address our diversity? We gonna put a black girl in your spot, though, bro. I thought that I was like, yo, that's wild foul, though, bro.
Yeah, but we've heard about, Jemele Hill talked about it on her exit. You know what I'm saying? And obviously she got a settlement of stuff, so she is not going to speak on certain things, but this is not new. Like, this is not the first time we've heard this. What's my girl that got Steele? What's her?
Steele.
When she got let go and brought back, like these things have constantly been coming out about ESPN. So the thing is that when are we going to start believing it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and the thing is, like I said, if they not going to use Rachel Nichols, they need to let her out of contract. That girl will get another job somewhere. And I know who will take care of her. Matt Barnes and them will take care of her until she get on her feet.
I know, because she's listen, and that's the one thing I think that I've heard and read is that people tend to really love her because I think that they feel like she's done right by players, right? Mm-hmm. In terms of letting them get their stuff, getting their stuff out, respecting their privacy, everything. She's done it the right way. Although I did think it was funny that there was a rumor that the boy Jimmy Butler smashed during the bubble.
Oh, I ain't hear that.
Listen, yes, there was a rumor. There was a rumor that Jimmy Butler during the bubble last year that the boy smashed. And I was like, and this, I don't think anybody ever came out and I don't think he ever came out and said, no, that's a lie.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
Well, listen, for one, right? Conflict of interest because you're a reporter and you're smashing the players, right? And bro, then the other part,
come on, Charlie.
Well, listen, no. But the other part was this though. What was homeboy for the Rockets? He ended up getting let go from the team, or got kicked out the bubble because he had the pizza girl trying to. He had somebody try to come through and pose as a pizza girl and smash, bro.
No, I thought he was smashing the one of the
The staff there.
Yes, the ones that was
Yeah.
out the room, the housemaid.
Yeah. That's crazy, by
that's
the way.
different.
That's a whole. Well, listen, but I think that it would make it look unprofessional, though, man. But
I mean, but I'm saying, like, first of all, when you off duty, you off duty. And the thing is, what is the conflict of interest for? What she gonna give him more interview time? Because, like, I don't see that as a conflict of interest. And then what office? Name one office in America where ain't nobody smashing in the office.
Yeah, but I think that it's just that fraternizing, not necessarily with the competitor, but fraternizing with the organization would make her look bad professionally, right?
I would frown upon it if she was smashing somebody in the higher ups at ESPN. But you're telling me 2 off-duty consensual adults that she doesn't play basketball, she interviews them. That's it. That's not a conflict of interest to me, bro.
I understand how if that was somebody working at AT&T and somebody working at West, I would understand what you're saying, though, bro. But I think that it is something to be said, though, bro, that even though they grown, I think that it's something to be said that if your job is based off of your relationships with players, and when you get that reputation, I think that's just bad. I think it's damaging.
But this is the first person we've heard. It's not a rep. A reputation means it's happening more than once. That's not a reputation. That's a one person. So that's what I'm saying. You only heard. This is the first time you've ever brought this up that she smashed a basketball player. So what
I
I'm
don't know,
saying,
man. I guess it just took me. I could understand why that could really stain her reputation, bro.
she gonna get picked up, bro.
She is. And listen, I think that I can see her fitting in, especially at TNT. I think that she used to before she joined ESPN, she may have been at TNT. I know that she was at CNN or something like that, though, man. But I like Rachel Nichols, though, man. I like her a lot, though, bro. Yeah. So
and she a redhead, so
well, I forgot about you on that, though, bro. Yeah. But listen, I could totally see her over at FS1 because I'm gonna be honest, FS1 got a couple of shows. They got First Things First and then Skip and Shannon, but they others afternoon shows ain't like they ain't all home runs. Some things is kind of weak, actually, though, bro. So I could see her going over there and putting on, but she still got like they said something like she still got like a year on her contract or something like that.
She'll buy out of that contract, bro. They can mutually. They can. What does WWE always say? We have come to terms. We would like to wish you well in your future endeavors.
Future endeavor, though.
Right now, maybe she might have a non-compete that she has to complete, like a 6-month non-compete clause or something like that. But I'm just saying, she could build up her own personal YouTube space and or whatever. Like I said,
I feel bad for her, man. I feel really bad for her because I do because I understand completely her perspective and her everything that she said. I don't think that she was wrong at all, though. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me ask you this, though. Sticking with sports, though. I don't know if you saw. So Stephen A. Smith, he was substituting in on the Jimmy Kimmel show, right? And he had my girl Allison Felix on. Listen, love me some Allison Felix, though, bro. I think that I've been a big Allison Felix fan since the first time I saw her, like 4 Olympics ago. Dog, she was like, yes, you can ask a question. Ask any question you want. Shout out to you for checking in from the YouTube page, by the way. But listen, Allison Felix, she's on there, and I love me some Allison Felix. And Stephen A. Smith, he said this had a question with Snoop Dogg, which was dope response from Snoop. But he also proposed it to Allison Felix about, like, hey, you know where I stand with telling athletes to stay off the weed. What do you feel about this Sha'Carri Richardson thing and and everything like that? So Allison Felix very gracefully, by the way, which I am biased, but she says something to the fact that listen, she's obviously gone through a whole lot. She's gone through a whole lot. But she does bring a lot of attention to track. But I think that people should rally around her. I think that she has a great personality. Said all of these very positive things, though, bro. And then it just seems like the girl Sha'Carri just kind of jumped in here and just kind of responded back like, yo, they showing fake love and this, that, and the other. So it got a lot of people feeling some kind of way. Ace Kennedy, don't we all want to see Sha'Carri win, though, bro?
No, we don't.
No,
we don't. This is the thing, bro. As soon as she lost that race, everybody was going in on her, right? They were, and so I ain't gonna say everybody, but I'm saying from what I saw on my timeline, I saw a lot of people just going in on her. And the girl is what, 20 years old?
Yeah.
Probably the most fame she's ever had, where people like, you're getting to see this stuff in real time, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like you go to any site and you see people just talking down on you, talking bad. So the thing is, she's 20 years old. I can't expect her to respond in a way that somebody who sees, I mean, look, I ain't trying to pick on the dude, but you see how Kevin Durant be clapping back at people. And this dude is a finals MVP, 2-time champion. Like there's, the dude is set. Like he's an instant first ballot Hall of Famer. And this girl is just now coming into her own. She feels like people are attacking her right now. So I can understand why she would respond like that.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you though, bro. I think that she was built up so high, especially after not making the Olympics team. And I think that to some people don't know her. Like a lot of people who were commenting on her don't necessarily know her story. They didn't follow her before then. They didn't know that she ran at LSU. They knew that all she knows is that she's a girl from Dallas that just she ran this fast time before, and that was just basically it.
And she smoked. That's what they know.
And she smoked. But I think the casual fan, and when I say casual fan, I'm not even talking about the fan of track. I mean the casual fan of pop culture, things that are occurring in the Black community, right? I think that they didn't know her, but when they see her, they're thinking like, okay, wow. Well, all of the people were out there and jumped out the window for her when they said, yo, she didn't make it because of weed, blah, 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 whoop-de-woo. And I think a lot of people wanted to at least see her get the opportunity. Fast forward, she's now become more popular because she did make the Olympics, and now everybody is boosting her up even more. And I think that it's just interesting to me, though, bro, that she got held up so high and so fast that it put her on a higher pedestal to fall that much harder when she stumbled as bad. Like, I think if she would have got third place, people wouldn't have been tripping. But the fact that she got last, though, right? It was almost like people was like, are you mean to tell me that you had us, the casual fan, right? The casual fan of pop culture was thinking like, we've been rooting for you for this, right?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. She's 20, bro. Like I said, this is a whole different level of scrutiny on. Like this is different from you post something on Facebook and one person in your comments jumps in it, and then it's a thing. You talking about everywhere she looks, she is trending somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for that in itself, she's not used to that level of scrutiny.
Yeah, listen, it would be different this time around, though. It would be different. Like I said, I'm admittedly biased when it comes to Allison Felix, though, bro. She's one of my favorite track stars of all time, though. And yes, we are talking about Kanye, by the way, though, because it is interesting, though.
Yeah.
But listen, though, man, I think that it's very unfortunate, though, man. I still want to see her rebound. Like, I think that it would be monumental, right? That in the next, world championships or whatever, that she takes off. But at the same time, I also got to look at it like, all right, you know what? She is from the Black culture, but she got beat by all Black women too, bro. So I can't. I want all of them to win. She just lost, and so I can't. Listen, she's from Texas, so I'm rooting, right? But I think that it's just interesting, though, man. That I want to see all of the women. Listen, man, shout out to you for checking in, though, man.
Yo, thank you so much.
Yo, listen,
you,
I can't thank you enough.
Yeah.
But I want to see her win, but I think that it would be interesting if her comeback would be an even bigger story. That's what I'm really wanting to see her do, though, man.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I definitely want to see her win, and that's the thing. We're just in a society, bro, some microwave society. What have you done for me lately? If she wins, ain't nobody gonna be talking about her losing. So it's just so unfortunate. Like I said, she's so young. She doesn't really have a team around her that's helping her to coast through this. She's learning on the fly, and so it's just one of those things that she needs somebody to just.
I agree. She reminds me of she reminds me almost of when when I saw this interview with Rod Wave, right? Rod Wave was on the Breakfast Club, and he was basically saying, like, listen, man, there's no blueprint. Nobody gives you instructions on when you get the bag, what you do with the bag. Everybody think about it, right? The whole entire time you grow up, you think, oh, I want to go ahead and get money. I want to get rich. I'm going to buy my mom my house and whatever. And you got all of these things that you say that you want to do. But then it's like, dog, when you get that bag dropped off on you, and let's just say especially if you from the hood, you know what I'm saying? Like, you've never been, if you're in the hood, right, and you're from the hood, it's very unlikely that you've seen somebody successfully on that level, on that scale, right? That personally you can go to. So I think that it was interesting. I saw the interview Rod Wave, and he was like, "Yeah, man, there's no mentor for this thing, though, right? I'm young, and now I'm trusted to take care of everybody. I'm trusted to do this, that, and the other." And so I think that even with her jumping out there on the scene, 20 years old, she's coming from, Dallas, and boom, 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 boom. And I do think that everybody see her, and everybody in their family has somebody who looks like Sha'Carri, right? But I think that for that reason, that's why we was rooting for her to win, though. But I think it's also a great setup for her to really come back and go next level with her story, though, man. So,
yeah. And I do see what you're saying about Chance the Rapper, because he did have so many expectations, and then people just weren't feeling that album. And then he comes out to explain what the album was actually about. And so, yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Not that big of a Chance the Rapper fan, bro. Why not?
No, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you, though. And here's what's funny. Here's the crazy part. Maybe it's just me, Ace, but when Chance the Rapper album came out and it didn't do well, I wasn't surprised at all, bro. I've never, for some reason, like, I know that he's very talented. He is such a likable person, bro. For some reason, I did not connect with Chance the Rapper out the gate. Maybe there's still some time, because I do want to give him some time, but no. Hey, listen though, since we talking about acid rap does go. The acid rap does go. I'm not gonna lie, acid rap is dope. I mean, it's pretty cool, but I don't know, man. I do like that. You don't want no problem with me. That is my joint, though, bro. Like, I'm not gonna even hold you on that. I like that. But listen, we're talking about Kanye, right? For starters, Kanye, they said he just submitted to have his name changed to Ye, which is crazy to me, right? Because now I'm thinking, like, Kanye, you starting to turn into Diddy. Diddy was Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Brother Love, and then now Ye is Kanye, Ye, Yeezy. What else he got? He's been all these things, though, man. So, but I think that it's interesting, though, man. Kanye is doing a lot of what I'm starting to see now, Ace, as very brilliant marketing for this album. So I think that the first thing I saw that was interesting above all is that I was watching, and I think I heard it as well, that on the same song that I saw with Kanye, no, I'm sorry, with Jay-Z, and I was excited, right? And then I fooled around and I see the baby's on it. We were just talking about the baby getting canceled. And listen, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I hear the baby on this song that I previously heard Jay-Z on. And I got to be honest with you, man. It was refreshing. It was refreshing to hear the baby rap about something that I don't usually hear him rap about. Like I'm listening to his content and it's current. You can tell he just wrote this because in the middle of him, you know what I'm saying, getting pretty much being canceled off of all this other stuff, he's talking about, you know, hey man, I got kids to feed, everything like that. That's all cool. But I think that the thing that I like, he was rapping with a different cadence, so a whole different bag. And then I think that I just like that it was a different kind of beat. It was cool. Like I could rock with this, the baby. Like I like him already, and I like his rapping ability. But I think that it was just refreshing to hear him rap about something differently in a different cadence, though, bro. So it was dope. And I got to be honest with you, I don't know if I'm cool with him completely removing Jay-Z from it. I would rather Jay-Z, but I'm just saying that I like this, the baby verse, probably more than, oh my gosh, it's probably the one that I like the most, man. Like I think I like it more than man, I think I like it more than all of his others. I mean, it's just a feature. I'm gonna say that based off of all his other features, yeah, it's the one that I like the most, though, man. But if they had Jay-Z and the baby on the same song, then it goes next level. Because here's the thing: the baby has already said that. And by the way, my brother Ace is jumping on here. He dropped off, got froze over there. But listen, the baby said that he was the best rapper going right now. And so me personally, I'm a Kanye, but I'm more Jay-Z fan, right? So I'm thinking that you put the baby's verse.
Going on. We seem to have lost connection over here.
No, we Gucci over here. We've been live this whole time, bro. But listen, I think that the part that's interesting, though, to me. See if you back in. Ace, I've been on, bro. Ace, I don't know if you can hear me though, bro, but I'm on. I know you frozen up over there though, man. But listen, I think that we Gucci. But listen, I think that it would be good to me to hear the baby, Kanye, and Jay-Z. So if I'm putting stock, like Jay-Z is the GOAT to me, right? And if I hear the baby holding his own, then that means something to me more, right? And the fact that he's rapping about something that I haven't heard him rap about. So I don't know, man. I was glad to see it. I thought that it was dope that for shock value, right? He did a show. He already had his old house built from his original joint in Chicago, rebuilt as a set. He has Marilyn Manson out here as well. Everything about it, man, as far as the wow value of the album coming out and everything like that, bro. I was, like I said, he has everybody's attention. Like all he has to do is just officially drop it by now, though, bro.
Well, it's supposed to come out on my birthday. That's what the official date is supposed to be. Apparently, at he did the third listening party in Chicago. And they, he kind of did some things where he swapped out some verses because, the baby was on there instead of Jay-Z. But nobody really knows what the official project is going to sound like. But and he's got this stem package thing that he's sending out too. It's like you pay $200, he sends you the stems of the songs and you're able to mix it the way that you want to mix it. That's another thing he's doing. So yeah, I mean, he on the set, he built a replica of his old house because the name of the album is like his mom's name. Donda. So he's doing it real big. And of course, like y'all were talking about, I guess, with Drake and him going back and forth.
Listen, here's the thing. This is the thing that I don't. So, okay, speaking of the Drake and him, did you see that he apparently put Drake's address out there, man? Like his home address, put it out there.
Yeah.
And listen, that's up there. That's up there with Kevin Hart putting Nick Cannon's phone number out there. But I did hear, though, that the Kanye is supposed to be coming out here in the next couple of hours, though, man. So it's supposed to be. But listen, I don't know, man. Like we've been waiting for it to come out for so long that at this point, no, I'm not going to go check for it until I know that it's absolutely out there though, man.
I mean,
So
I am not knocking your sources, bro. I'm just going off of because the actual iTunes store posted that it was coming out on the 29th, which is this Sunday, right? Which is weird. But there is no, I mean, that's the thing. You and I know as artists, we're able to put it out when we want to. So
you put the album out when you want to because the Bel Air 2 live from 1999 with your boy Charlie Venus is all on all streaming platforms, and that slipping away all streaming platforms here, by the way.
On my mind, Ace Kennedy
on my mind, Ace Kennedy featuring Charlie Venus is on all streaming platforms. But the Bel Air 2 live from 1999 is on there. So listen, if you're waiting for the Kanye,
Brittany, they did not get remarried. What he did, is, he didn't. They didn't get remarried. He had Kim come out there in a wedding dress. It was a symbolism thing of something, but no, they didn't. They did not get remarried.
I think that's fire, though. I think that it's fire that they could still be that cool, right? Because you think about it, right? They could be done, but then it's like they don't hate each other apparently either, though, right? So that's why I think that's dope. And listen, when have you ever known a Kardashian to not want to have a moment as well, though, man? So right. I don't think that she would turn that down.
No. She basically said that it meant so much to him for her to do it, so she did it. That was the thing. And I think at the end of the day, both of them want to show that their kids that they can remain friends. There's just some things that she didn't agree with. So now that they are in two separate entities, they can do their thing, but they can come together for things that they need to for their kids. I heard he did make a buku amount of money because for both listening parties before this one, he made like 12 million just before. Then that's before releasing a project, man. That's crazy. But
listen, that you
he did set his stuff on fire too. Yeah, that's true.
You talking about recouping your budget. You to recoup your budget because I've seen some research about Kanye, and when he was talking about his masters and everything like that. You and we had that conversation here, and he was talking about he finally had given Big Sean, your boy Big Sean, whoever always brings up Big Sean, Brittany Rowe brings up Big Sean, but he gave Big Sean his masters, and they were talking about, and I started looking into it, and they were talking about Kanye. In regards to his music, his budgets are really big because he used a lot of samples and he has to get all these clearances and everything like that. So his budgets for his albums may be 5-10 million for just the budget, right? And then that's saying, he may get the recoup, whatever. But to be able to say I've already made 12 mil before my album dropped is ridiculous, bro.
Well, he ain't do nothing but pay for the time that he stayed in the Dome that he was in Atlanta because it was $1 million a day to stay there. So
was it $1 million a day?
Yeah.
Jesus Christmas. Listen, what are the Falcons doing? The Falcons got to be in debt because they stand there and they ain't even winning. Jesus Christmas, though, bro. But I don't know, man. But I think that listen, the Kanye and Drake beef. Me personally, right? While I'm not someone who co-signs beef, right? I'm totally okay with them two beefing, bro.
They're two of the biggest, and the way Rick Ross was saying it, it's WWE, bro.
Yes, I'm totally okay with them having beefs because two things. I've never heard anybody talking about a time Kanye West had to pound somebody out. And I've never heard anybody tell the story about Drake putting them hands on anybody. So I know that it's never going to be a physical thing with them. If anything, it would be like two light-skinned dudes having beef. Like you don't expect for very much with two light-skinned dudes. You just don't. So I just think that, at the end of the day, I'm okay with them two having beefs. And listen, it's another time where I think that oddly enough, Drake loses. He's on the losing end of this beef. Here's why I say that, right? Because for one, Kanye's putting out his music. Drake isn't putting out the music to capitalize off it. The last time something like this happened, I remember Pusha T had his song on Daytona, which Daytona, very, very, very underrated album, by the way, right? So I think that Drake puts out a song, or no, Drake sends an invoice, right, to Kanye and them for the promotion that Pusha T said his name and talked about his kid and everything like that. And so Drake was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna troll you back. Here's an invoice for the promotion, right? And I thought that it was brilliant, but I thought that Drake lost out on that one. So I think that because Kanye's putting out the album, Kanye wins this one though, man.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. We don't know when Drake is dropping it. From what I heard, he's waiting till he drops his, and he's gonna drop it on the same day.
You think he is, bro?
Bro, it's the ultimate petty.
Whoa!
But here's the thing, though.
I didn't think about that.
Here's the thing, though. It's not like it's different, right? Because most people have a streaming service at this point, so it's not like you have to physically buy the project. So who cares if they both drop on the same day? I mean, I don't know.
I think that if Drake, okay, listen, I didn't think about that. Let's talk about that real quick, Ace. If Drake drops an album, if Drake album comes out and it's better than Kanye's, and all Drake had to do is drop it, it's gonna make, to me, all of this hoopla that Kanye's been doing seem like you just being real extra, bro. And then if Drake can just drop and it's just better, then here's a question though, Ace. Kanye's album is gonna be successful, and Kanye would have did this long drawn out. It's gonna come out. It's not. It's almost close to the antics, right? So if Drake just puts the album out and it's better and it's just as successful, is there a winner on? Do you troll or do you do these antics to sell, or just put out great music?
The antics work, bro. Listen, all of this stuff about beef, all of this stuff about these listening parties, it's drawing interest, right? I get it. It could break Kanye, where it's like, all right, bro, you've been telling this album coming out this whole month of August and you still ain't did it. But
he's a month over.
Right. But the fact that he's doing these listening parties and still having the engagement, and like, you know, like when the Locks came off of their superior win, they flew to the next show. Like all of that stuff is helping Kanye, bro. He knows how to draw interest. And the fact that Drake is just riding off the coattails, these are two people that don't need to do all of this. They could drop and their albums would still do well. So this ain't doing nothing but helping them. They're having fun, bro. At the end of the day, it's still their job.
I can see that. I listen, I didn't think about Drake dropping on the same time. Listen, bro. Ace Kid, that you just blew my mind with that concept, though, bro. But I think that was interesting. I'm look in the comments. Brittany says, I think Drake, and I think Kanye lost a lot of fans, and I think that Drake just has more people that support him. I don't think that that's the case, though.
I don't think that's the case either.
I don't think that's
just as many people that say they don't like Kanye as the ones checking for Kanye.
Oh my gosh, I think so too, bro. I think that, to me, I'm gonna be honest. I think that people who hate Kanye are like low-key fans, bro. And it's you look, because this is my thing. Kanye, to me, can't be a billionaire and then you say he don't got people that he lost fans. Like I think people like not just Kanye the musician, but the idea of Kanye the creative, right? I think that people like that. And I think that at this point, though, people still like Drake the musician, right? And I think that people now, I think that Kanye has elevated himself. He is basically not above music, but he is above music, though. So people look at him, Kanye the creative, not necessarily Kanye the musician, to me.
Or they don't look at Kanye the person. They only looking at the creative side of Kanye. Like musically, of course, people are always waiting to see what he's gonna say. So yeah.
Says Kanye, this shout out to Renata checking in. Says the boy said he's selling wolf tickets and sheep clothing. I hope it's fire. Boy, listen. Ooh.
Yo, we salute you for real, man. And thank you so much for checking with us, man. For real. Thank you so much.
Listen, what is Miss Kennedy talking about? I'm fine. I like LeBron James.
Sarah is one of them, bro, that she connects with. She doesn't really look at like the basketball talent. She also has to connect with what they're doing personally. So she doesn't like the way they play on the court, and she thinks that translates to their personality. And so LeBron must have did something like started another school or said he was going to donate money to the teachers or something. I don't know.
If that's where she feels, she should think LeBron's the GOAT.
Right.
Listen, but she said, listen, Brittany Rose says, you two are the only ones I can talk about Kanye. Listen, man, like, I don't know. Like, so so here's the thing though. And I gotta remember, because Brittany Rose is still a young tenderoni on this. So for me, it depends on what Kanye that really pulled you into Kanye, right? So for me, it was College Dropout, Late Registration. Those are two of my favorite albums of all time of any kind of music, right? And so I think that's cool. But it's like if you started listening to Kanye and you start listening to Kanye around Life of Pablo or 808 and Heartbreaks, then I can understand why, you know what I'm saying, it's different. But I mean, like Beautiful Twisted Fantasy, right? To me, that's the last great Kanye album. So, but he didn't lose me. I just feel
you didn't like
differently.
Life of Pablo?
Nah, it was just okay. Because you think about that, I think those three albums were classics, and so it's like I got something to judge you off of now. It's kind of like Ace Kennedy listening to the Bel Air 2 live from 1999 on all streaming platforms. And then you listen to the Bel Air 1, right? And you would say, okay, I've listened to the Bel Air 1. I got something to go off of, right? And you listen to the Bel Air 2, and it should be better, right? And not to say that, you know, like at some point, right, when you have concept albums and things like that, you can't always top your last album, the last one. You just might just make this album and just sonically, creatively, it's just different. And so it's not that I don't like them. It's just I like them differently from those ones that I was really hardcore on.
I just like the fact that he's not afraid to experiment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's dope to have the freedom to be able to do whatever and whenever you want to. That's what I think I like about Kanye. Now, I may not like every song the same. He may not have the dopest bars or even the best beats, but I like the fact that he is able to live out his truth in whatever he wants to do. I think that's dope.
I forgot about the Yeezus. Yeezus is dope. Yeezus is a dope album. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't like that album.
Yeah, see, I like Yeezus, but I didn't like it as much as I like. Listen, bro. Listen, my Twisted Dark Fantasy is so brilliant. Listen, sonically, right? It's so brilliant, Ace, that you could just play the instrumentals all the way through. And if you have your eyes closed to it, it's a perfect listening album, though, bro. It literally now I feel the same way about Late Registration, because Late Registration has all bangers from the top to the bottom. Every single song is a banger. But when you just listen to them sonically, just the music, not even the rapping, the score, beautiful. The rapping takes it next level. And those albums to me are perfect blends. And it would be almost like when the Source magazine would have 5 mic albums, right? And you would listen to a 5 mic album, and there were certain things like a criteria that they had to meet to make it a 5 mic album. And sonically, that was one of them. Like, those 3 albums from Kanye are very easy. If I had to say top 20 albums, those 3 would be in there, though, man. So,
bro, I'm gonna be honest. I have never listened to 808s and Heartbreak.
It's hard to listen to, bro. It's hard.
I heard it was a great album.
No. You know what? You might like it.
Right. I think
You
so.
might like it. You might like. So here's the thing about it. The reason why it's hard to listen to for me is because it was when he was first dabbling into the auto tune, right? And because he was dabbling into the auto tune, I knew that I heard T-Pain and he was using it differently. And so it was different for me from listening to Kanye rapping real heavy. And then when he does 808, he's singing the entire album, basically. And so I think that it's just hard for me to listen to. It was hard back then.
I'm gonna check it out, bro. I have a feeling I'm gonna like it.
The three here, these are my favorite Kanye's. So Graduation, College Dropout, and My Beautiful Twisted Dark Fantasy, the best three Kanye's. But Life of Pablo, there were some things that I like about it, but I couldn't tell you which of the three. I think that Late Registration. Dang.
I don't even think that I've listened to that last one, the third one.
Which? Now you got me tripped. Hold on, which one? Yeah, you did.
No.
My Twisted Dark Fantasy. My Beautiful Twisted.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you heard the skit. Yeezy taught me. Yeezy taught you well.
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh, Ace, listen.
No. So I think I stopped listening after Yeezus or whatever.
Here we go. Listen, here we go. This is what I'll tell you. When you listen to my beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, when you listen to it, and when you hear Nicki Minaj on Monster, right? This is why I keep telling you Nicki Minaj is the GOAT. Because when you hear her on Monster, right? She is ripping it. And she is killing it, Ace. And she is very easily killing everybody on it. So oh my gosh, bro. Yes. So you gotta listen to it though, bro. It's oh my gosh. So Melvin, the super soldier, you killing me, bro. Like, are y'all serious right now?
Haven't. I'm gonna listen to it though. I want to check it out.
Listen, listen. So who shines on that album, right? Nicki Minaj shines, and Saha the Prince kills it on there though, man. They got a oh my god, he said, I'm so appalled all of y'all can suck my balls to my drawers. It's clean. Listen, Ace Kennedy, it is dope. But with that said, the homie knows what's up though, bro. Nicki Minaj has the best verse on the entire album. And I'm talking about, listen, the album is, it's literally, Ace Kennedy, a perfect album. But Late Registration, it's hard for me to say which one is better, but Late Registration has all bangers though, bro.
Well,
it's
I'm gonna have to go back and check it all out.
Oh yeah.
You got up for the weekend, pimp?
You know what? This weekend, so it is just me and the homie Landon for the weekend. And so because I didn't plan very much. I got my game on Sunday, so I'm not trying to do a whole lot. These knees can't take back-to-back heavies. So so tomorrow I'm just kind of cooling. I think I might run around I might hit the south side though, man. But I'm finally looking to set aside some time so I can finish editing this video for the homie Rocky to get him a final version of it. I've just had so much stuff going on this week that I haven't, so I'm looking forward to not having anything planned so that I can have free time to go ahead and knock it out. What about you?
Bro, this weekend I have to get Britney's song mixed. I just picked up some new samples today, so I'm excited about that. And I'm supposed to get that second vax on Sunday. And then that's about it.
Tell me what I thought about something that I never thought about the other day.
What's up?
Did you even notice? I think that you wouldn't even know this though, man. This is, if you're talking about the best one, I'm gonna sing you some stuff, Brittany, bro. But listen, Ace Kennedy. So your birthday's coming on up next week, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is one thing that's interesting, right? As much as I love the song, I never even put two and two together until I was listening to Pandora yesterday. The Temptations comes on. It was the 3rd of September. That day I always remember. Did you ever think about that, bro?
Not at all.
Yeah, man. I busted out laughing, listening to it. Though. I said, "Oh my gosh, though, man." So, but yeah, man. Listen, we got to get into it on the Tuesday because one thing that we didn't talk about that I was hoping we would get into is that I know that we had been talking about evacuating. They got thousands of folks that are still in Afghanistan that they're looking to pull, and there were about 12 to 13 service members that were involved in an explosion. They had somebody who did a little bombing and whatever on over there, though, man. And so the boy Jovante said, "Nah, man, we want all the smoke, though, bro. I got to get your opinion as an ex-serviceman, an ex-man who didn't put his life on the line for the country." And then I know that we have a lot of members that are of our audience that are from the military. Love to get their thoughts on that one because it's interesting. I got to be honest, it felt very much like Homeland. If you ever watch Homeland, there are all these setups and all these things, but this felt very Homelandish, though, bro. So we got to talk about that on next Tuesday, though.
Yeah. We'll definitely jump into that on Tuesday. We'll talk about anything else we didn't get into today. But next Friday is the Ace Kennedy official birthday party that we'll be having on the podcast.
We are live for your birthday then.
Yeah,
we doing the pod. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll figure that whole thing out. We'll probably have some more information Tuesday. Definitely gonna throw that Cash App up so y'all can bless your boy.
Yes, sir.
But we gonna do it next week. But yeah, that's it, man. Hey, Simi, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Brittany Rowe. I saw Melvin the Super Soldier jumping off. I definitely saw Renata, Mrs. Kennedy. Anybody else? I think
they may be it. But listen, if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe, share, comment. You know how we get down, though, man. Every episode is upload. Listen, we got to get back because we have been paused and we've been kind of exploring some options here. So you might not find a couple of episodes on all the streaming platforms or whatnot, but we're every episode live on Facebook and YouTube. So be sure to subscribe, like that one. But we coming back to all the streaming platforms, though, man. But get it popping, though, man. Ace Kennedy.
Yes, sir.
Let's get that music going. I appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all for checking in. He tweaking.
Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time. The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast. If you smell.